Hi everybody, Natalie from Creative Junket here. I was lucky enough on the weekend to attend CAD, Creative Adventures Down Under, and the tutor this year was Janine from 49er Market. So we used 3 collections. 2 of them are new this month and 1 is yet to be revealed, so I can't show you that. The collections we used were From the Garden and Faded Memory Lane. Now From the Garden, I have that in the shop already. Gorgeous, love it, so beautiful, lovely colours. Faded Memory Lane, I'm not going to lie, I was a bit like, I'm just not sure it's really something that I would use. I can't imagine it. Turns out I do like it, so I'll be getting that in as well. I thought I'd quickly flick through the layouts that we did. We did 4 with From the Garden and 2 with Faded Memory Lane. Another 4 layouts that I can complete with From the Garden. I'm kind of thinking I might actually make an album with the rest of my kit. So I'll just quickly flick through the pages we made. This one here, which is just so cute. I love all these are rub-ons down the bottom, rub-ons and I forgot the name, laser cuts. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I just love all the layering and it's just so fun. Oh, didn't stick that on very well. I really enjoyed I don't know if you can tell on this one so well. This one here might be better. I quite enjoy sort of rounding edges and things like that to make them a bit more dimensional. I think that's fun. That's the second layout. Third layout, I love this one. I think it's gorgeous. I love all the bits and pieces in this collection. It's so cute, so sweet. This one's stuffed full of bits and pieces at the top there. And the chair. Cute, 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 cute. So yeah, I love that collection. And that is in the shop ready to be purchased. And then Faded Memory Lane. When I saw this, I thought, oh, it's just so like, faded. But I've seen a couple of layouts since then where they really highlighted the blue in the collection by using blue ink on the background. And when I actually saw it in real life, I thought, yeah, I do like this collection after all. So I'm definitely getting this one in as well. Might be a couple of weeks away though. So this is the first layout we did. I love the little mushies. Cute. I love the really big florals in this collection. And this one here. And I'm thinking I might use this one. I've got a photo of Janine, of course, like you would. Yeah, I might use this one to do the photo of me and her. And then this one here, which I think is sweet. So it also make really great keepsakes for, memory of people that you've lost. Looks like my flower came up there. It's in the wrong spot. And then we also had instructions to make a junk journal using the junk journal set. And I haven't made mine yet, so I thought, why not do a video on it at the same time? So you get all these bits and pieces to make junk journal. They're 2-sided as well, which is pretty cool. Get like, what does it say? Assorted tickets, tags, pockets, labels, 5x7 pages, and so much more. Now, I'm going to have a go. I don't have a lot of the more, I don't know what you call it, fadey, shabby kind of stuff in my stash, so I'm going to have to try and do my best with the stuff that's in the kit. I do have a couple of scraps as well. So I've picked out the bits I like and I've inked around the edges for those. I had a scrap of paper from the layouts that we made and I thought I might cut out those, you can see the little stamps along the bottom. I do have the laser cuts, the floral laser cuts. Not sure if I'll use them or not in my junk journal. And I really like this strip from one of the bits of paper that we used. I think I'm definitely going to use that somehow. Don't know how, but we'll do that. And a couple more bits of scrap as well. And I looked in my stash. I found some washi tape. This is, I think it's from Nature. I can't remember what it's called, sorry. It's one of the 49er Market naturey themed collections, and I thought I might be able to pull some of those out of that. And I thought maybe some muslin might be quite cool too. So I've got the Uniquely Creative Natural Muslin to play around with. And that's literally all I have in my stash that's kind of more this sort of style. So yeah, we'll see how we go. might have some tags, but then I've got tags, so I don't need those. Okay, so the first thing it says to do is to score this, because this comes pre-scored, so it's easy to fold. This is like the little bit you can use to make your little junk journal. And the instructions say to score here and score here, so that you get more of a gusset. You can fit more in that way. So we'll do that to start with. And it says at 1/4 of an inch, so 1, 2, about there, I think. Oops, I'm probably doing it upside down, back to front, who knows. I'll do that one. And then over on this one here as well. How am I supposed to do that? That's a bit tricky. Don't laugh at me. I'm not particularly adept at this sort of thing. So there, 1, 2. Out there. Might be a little bit crooked, I think. That looks really crooked. Yeah. Hang on. Straighten that up a little bit. Doesn't matter anyway, right? It's a junk journal, so surely I'm allowed to be a bit junky with it. Just flatten that out and burnish it up. And then the next tricky bit is to do the holes, and I'm not entirely sure how well it's going to go for me. So you do that, score it, and then there's a little bit of a gusset there, so you can see where to fit more in. You have to ink the edges there and there. You can see it makes it a little bit more able to fit in the pages. It comes with these little double-sided 5x7, I think they are, sheets as well. And so I'm going to score those. I think the instructions that we had, I'm not completely following the instructions, I don't know how to do this, so I'm going to use some of them. So score them in half. You can actually see there's a line down the middle there. I think we only supposed to use 2. But I might actually do 3. See if they'll fit. So if it's 5x7, I'm guessing that's 3.5, right? Maths is not my forte. Half. I love this little scoring board. I have a big one and a little one, but I like using the little one for cards and this sort of thing. When it's smaller, I like using smaller things for smaller projects, really. Now, my next thing, excuse me, it's going to be interesting. I'm not sure if you're supposed to pop them all together like this and then they sit in like this, or whether they sit flat to each other. But I think flat to each other like that is how I would probably do it, and then they go in like that. See what I mean? So I've got to poke holes in here and then poke holes in this, I think. Do I? Do I just thread it round? Don't know. I guess it's up to me, right? So I think like you could do multiple ways. I could poke holes just on this, like at the end. You know what I mean? Poke a hole at the end of each of these, and then thread through and go looping around these. I don't know if that would work though. The 3 of them. And loop it around. Or you could poke holes in these as well, right? And then poke it through, but I don't think that would work. That would be weird. How would that work? You could never make that work. That's just silly. I sew, so I should know that that would not work. I poked holes in this, and I poked holes in this. As soon as I stuck this on, those holes would not be available to be used by these. So you would have to do them like this, layered. And then through. I just don't know that I particularly like having them layered together like that, you know what I mean? I think I like them together like this. So I think in that way, I'm going to have to poke holes into this, and then loop it through, loop it around this one, go back through the hole, then loop it around this one, back through the hole, then loop it around this one and back through the hole. I hope that makes sense. I think that's what I need to do. Right. see how we go. I mean, I could read the instruction. That'll also help, right? Add 2 holes to the scored pages as well as the folio base. No, so that is... Yeah, so I think the instructions say to go through these and hook them like this, but there's only 2 pages. And I don't really like it, so I'm not going to do it that way. I do not like it. I want to do it my way. Probably the wrong way, but hey, it's all right. Now I have a really old Amy Tangerine little mat. It's kind of like a mouse pad, and then it came with a little pokey tool. But you can get different pokey tools too. You could just use a needle if you just had a needle. I have also a Tim Holtz pokey tool as well. I have a lot of pokey tools. I have, what else do I have? I have I think this is my silhouette one. So one end's got like a little thing to push things up off your silhouette mat, and then there's the other end which looks kind of grubby. And I also have a big massive guy like this, which is my Spellbinders one, tool in one. There's a pokey tool on one end and a thing on the other end. So there's no shortage of tools to do this kind of thing. And I'm sure that if you had a fairly firm needle, that would work as well. But I'm going to use my Amy Tan because it's just what I like. I'm just going to line it up fairly evenly and poke a hole. Turn it around. I want to leave a little bit of a gap. Poke a hole here. Now we were also given some ribbon to do this with. But I think I'm going to use twine. I forgot to get out. I'm going to get out twine, and I'm thinking just like maybe some jerked twine. I don't think any of the other stuff is really appropriate. It's all very bright. I'll probably just use this. Not sure how that will work. So you see, my idea is to go through the hole, come out, go around like that. I need a needle, a big needle. Right, you just put you on pause while I look for that. Right, so have a look at my little needle book. I need a fairly fat one because obviously I need to fit my twine through my needle head. But I don't want it too fat because otherwise it's just going to make the hole really big. I'm wondering maybe. So you can get different kind of needles. This one is pointy at that end. Can you see that? It's got quite a large eye. And then I have some big guys. Fairly big. And that one's round on the end and got an even bigger eye. I feel like maybe the big eye would be better. Pop that away. Just test it will go through, and it will make the hole bigger. I'm not too worried about that because obviously the twine has to go through anyway. Pop it through and grab my twine. I have no idea if this will work, by the way, so don't believe everything I say. I am not an expert. Now I think I could probably use thread, plain old thread, but I want to kind of have that rustic vibe going on. Or faded memory vibe. Okay. So, where on earth would you even start? Maybe start from here. Still never makes sense to me. I don't even know how on earth I'd do this. Because I have to go in and out and in and out and in and out 10 times. So, I'm going to start. We're going through. So you can learn with me. You'll probably be going, oh my god, why are you doing it that way? That is so weird. Pop it through. And I've got heaps and heaps to come through. And what I probably do is tie at the back. So I need to leave a bit of space. And then, in my imagination, I just go like this and pop it through the other side. And that should work. But I don't know if it will. Let's see. Through. Oh, well, no, it might work. There you go. It works. It's not exactly tight. It's the only thing, which may be the downside. But, oh well, let's carry on. So now we've got to back up through that hole. The hole's getting bigger and bigger by the second, but never mind. Then we put our next bit of page in. Pop it back through that other hole down the other end. Oh my god, I'm getting in a bit of a schmozzle here. There we go. Well, it seems to work, I think. I kind of feel like if you were doing this with fancy stuff, like you didn't really want it to be so rustic looking, I reckon maybe you'd put eyelets in or something to strengthen that. I mean, I'm sure there's probably a proper way to do this. Well, I know there is. It's not this, I'll tell you that much. But hey. Anyway, I've got way too much twine, but never mind. Okay, cool. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. That'll work, right? And all I need to do is tie on that side. So cut that off. And I've got way too much twine, as you can see. I overestimated. Just I'm very good at doing. Move those out of the road. And probably need to tighten it a little bit. I don't know if I can though. Maybe it doesn't matter. So you can see. Now I've got my little book. Flick through. Next page, flick through. Next page, flick through. I do like that. I think that's cute. And then all I need to do is tie it up on the outside. I kind of feel like it needs to be a bit tighter. I'm just not quite sure how to do that without breaking the paper. Just don't want to do. I think I just won't worry because I don't want to break it. Oh, that's cool. I like that. And I can always tidy it up a bit later if I think I need to tighten it a little bit more. And I've got loads and loads of twine left over from that amazing little thing I did. But I might keep that out anyway because I do have some tags. Maybe that would look nice on the tags as well. Match it in. Right. Oh, I'm quite happy with that. It's a bit loose, wobbly. Hey, it's all good. So cool. Job one done. Now, it came with some cute little pockets as well. So they come pre-scored. So you can see this is before scoring. I don't know if you can see the score lines very well. And then I've scored them and inked them up. And I want to have one definitely on the front. I think that would be cute. Now I was thinking about having one on one of these little inside pages as well. I might do that. And I might just use my glue to do this rather than tape. I might just knock it down. Sit underneath there. Knock it down so I don't have it flopping over. That's pretty fun actually. I'm just going to glue the edges of these down, pockets, to place. My favourite glue is I use a fine liner bottle, and in that I put Scotch quick dry adhesive. That's my favourite by far. It's fast drying, sort of tacky, a little bit tacky, so it means that it stays in place quite well. I wonder if it's going to be too close to the edge here. I never used to be a glue person. It always use tape because I hated getting glue on my fingers. I still don't like it. I still find it irritating, but I don't get as much glue using my fine liner because I don't usually have splodges coming out. Okay, so I've got like a pocket. Oh, did I miss something there? No, it's supposed to be like that. And a pocket at the front. I feel like they could be popped down there. Oh well. Cool. And I have two tags that I've... Oh, actually, I've got this other pocket I thought I might like to use. And I don't know... It's not going to be... It's too big to fit on one of those, but I could put them on the back page. I mean, I guess I could go sideways. I just feel like that's kind of weird. Might have to because he's not going to fit that way. Interesting. I guess because I did the score line, the extra score, to make it so I can put more in, it's made him too wide, unfortunately. I just don't think, even on like, one of these little guys, I feel like it would just be a little strange. Would it? I think so. To have a sideways pocket look like that. I could cut it down, I guess. Have it so it's not roundy. Because I do want to use them. I mean, I guess it's okay. Maybe on like a plainer page. So cute. I'll put them right on the edge. Really close to the edge. You can pop stuff in, right? Maybe I'll do that. I think that looks kind of cute. I love this pattern. It's actually on the tag as well. Love it. I'm actually not going to be using much of the blue. I do love the blue, but I really feel I just really, going with the browns and stuff for this junk journal. I don't even know what to do with the junk journal. It's going to be a bit of a new thing for me. I did think about maybe putting some bits and pieces from my trip in here, but I didn't really, A, take any photos, B, collect much in the way of ephemera. Got a couple of things, but not much. Unless you count IKEA, going to IKEA and buying things and putting my receipts in for that. All I bought was a potato bag and clips and a mini trolley, so it wasn't very exciting. Okay, so I've done 3 pockets. I've got 2 tags and they're easy because I'm just literally, I like this bird one. I think it's super cute and I want him to be seen, so I thought he could sit on that one there. If he goes in that one, he won't be seen. So that makes sense to me. Still kind of feel like I'd like that to be stuck down, but maybe it'll be okay when it closes. I feel like it would just hold it in a little bit more. Might think about that. I know you still can't really see him, but just a little bit. Now I think this tag is going to be too big to go on that page. I definitely like that one better because of pretty blue flowers. Oh, that's alright. We'll get that twine and pop it through. Like those tags. I've got a smaller tag too. So I might actually do a couple of tags in this pocket. Do a couple of tags. Would that be cute? I did think about maybe using this and just stapling it on, but I think I'm going to stay away from that colour, white. I'm going to go with more this browny kind of colour. I don't remember. Do you put your twine loop through the front or loop through the back? I always feel like I go around the wrong way. That looks right. I'll probably do the next one differently, so I can never remember which I like better. I mean, I don't think there's a rule or anything, but yeah, it's just one way I prefer more than the other way. Pop that one in. There we go. And a third tag with a birdie, so cute. And maybe the tags on. Oh, it's pretty speedy. I mean, I suppose I did dual banking last night. But yeah, I need to just trim him. He's a bit long. Cool. So there's my 3 tags done. Pop him in the front and these guys in here. The nice thing is, even in the instructions, Janine's just like, this is the basic, what these bits are for and all that stuff, but you just do it, decorate it how you like and put in what you want to put in, I suppose. Oh, no, that's right. I think it's a little bit wobbly, but I can fix it up later anyway because it didn't exactly tie it that tightly. I quite like that. And now, I've got this bit of brown which I really want to use. I'm kind of wondering about maybe a strip at the back there. I think that would look quite cool. Quite nice. Just going to cut him off. Very technical there. Didn't measure. I like it when they have really cool strips, barcode strips. for the papers that you can use. At the same time, I also quite like it when they don't, so yeah, I don't end up with 1,000,001 strips of paper that go into my scrap bin, if you know what I mean. Now, I do have this bit left. Maybe I should try and find somewhere for that, because I really, really like this. I don't know why. It's brown stripes, but I just think it's cute. Now, where could we put it? Maybe on there? And like in here, I think. I'm kind of cute if it was like a belly band. Could almost do that and have it, what's the word? You know, sticking out like we did, scored, and being very lazy here. And it would be, what's the word? You know, a little bit thicker, so I could squish a bit more in underneath of it. That might be quite cool. Because we do get these other bits, which I didn't really know that in the class instructions. Where are they? Where are they? Where are they? Can't find them. So they come with these little bits like this. And Janine used them as like flippity flap things. I don't really want to do that, but, well, starters. Could they fit in here? No, they couldn't fit in there. I could slide them under there, which I think would be kind of cute. Maybe. That should work, right? Yeah, why not? So, yeah, it's quite nice just being able to do what you want to do. Gusset, that's the word. Make it a gusset so that I can squish those bits of paper under. Yeah. We need to ink these guys as well. The pack comes with heaps of bits as well. Tags, tabs, banners, and all that. So it's quite a lot of stuff to use. It's quite good. And I like that it comes with a pre-folded little thing that's a kicking off point for people like me that really don't have a clue what they're doing. Makes it a little bit easier. Makes me think, oh, I can do this, you know. I actually joined a junk journal group, a New Zealand one, and haven't posted anything because I didn't really know what to do, but I want to do it, but I don't know what to do, if that makes sense. So what side would you put this on, do you think? That side? Maybe that side. And tuck them in, maybe that side. Because then at least I can tuck in more to the centre than being floating on the outside. I think that would make sense. Might actually tape or glue. Bend it down to start with. I kind of think that I don't want to go too far over. Tape might be easier, but it would mean I'd have to look for my skinny tape, and I don't know what I've done with it. How blue it is. I reckon about here. Up there. Don't think I did a super duper job of folding it over, but hey, that's okay. And then those two little guys can just slot on in. Like that. That's quite cute. And I'll probably find another little bit to pop in there. Put in there as well. Just to fill it up a little bit more, because I probably didn't really need to guss it up. I did. I think that's cute. Maybe I put this other bit over here, wasn't it? Right. I hope this isn't too maddening for people that do this sort of stuff all the time. And I suppose I could have done that as a belly band too, right? Oh well, didn't. It's just a decoration. I love that colour. That I don't know, it's just so pretty. Even though it's just brown. I used to love brown, wearing brown. Even my granddad had Alzheimer's. One time I went to visit him and he didn't recognise me. Made me feel sad. But he referred to me as the woman in brown. I don't know why I always remember that. It's one of the things you remember, isn't it? Now, see, this is way too loose. It's never going to hold those in. So I don't know what to do about that. Unless, I don't know what I could do. I could add a bit of this. I don't know if that'd be weird, maybe it'd be weird. Background of it. Why would you do that? I don't know. Why not, maybe? I'm going to cut a little bit off. Not very successfully, clearly. Right. But then see what I think. I don't know why I would do this, but I mean, so I don't know why not as well. You know what I mean? Plot that through like that. I think that'd be kind of cute, actually. I'm going to chop off this other side, and then we'll just need to make sure, in my mind, I mean, probably wouldn't have to, but you know, this is my rules. I would not do this here and then not use it anywhere else, if you know what I mean. It's got to be more than one place. I sort of want to make it scraggly. I don't know. Do I like it? Some parts of me like this, and some bits are like, what on earth are you doing? Kind of like it, kind of not sure. Maybe it needs to be a little bit, I don't know. I mean, I'm going to have to glue it down, but I don't want to do it until I've tested it. I mean, it's going to make it very hard to pop things in and out. But do I care? Not really. So it's going to be ridiculously hard to pop things in and out. As you can see, it's not going to stay in place. But I like the look of it. Or do I just do I somehow attach it to the back of that thing? Of that one? And then they just slide in and out. You know what I mean? I'm saying you know what I mean a lot, aren't I? I think that might work better. Just need to attach it to the back of that one. And then they just go in and out together. Yep. And it might be a bit strange, but it's all good. I think that's the fun of doing these sort of things, right? Just do what you feel like doing. So make it scrunchy. Need a bit more glue at the top there, I think. Maybe squaring that down a bit. With this sort of stuff, you need quite a bit of glue to hold it on. It looks like a shambles on the back. I don't really. What if I did this? What if I did like a double-sided little guy? That'd be cute. I think. Yeah, I think I like that. I do. That's what we're going to do. Oh, make sure I think this is the same both sides, but I like those numbers. Oh my gosh, I like the numbers on that one. Yep, it's the same. Okay. Fairly generous with my glue. I do want them to stay together. And stick it on. It's going to be puffy, obviously, because it's got the stuff in between. But I want it to glue fairly well. I need something to stick on top so that it doesn't pull apart in the first second. Here we go. It's kind of crazy. I kind of like it. There we go. Cute. Yes, I like that. I do. I like it quite a bit. Right, so what have we got? We've got pocket at the front, and I'm kind of wondering about maybe a little of the old this guy in there too. Why not? What would I do? What would I do? Got a bit of glue on. Well, I don't know that I want to do all my tags with this. We could. Do I do just a little bit at the top? On the side? I mean, I could have got stamps out and stuff like that too, I suppose. I don't know that I'd have a hang of a lot of that kind of, this kind of style. Don't think I can rock it. Go to tear. I mean, cut and then shorty it up a little bit. somewhat of more of a preference of it being on the back. Do I like it better on the front on this one? Or wrapped around it? I don't know. Maybe I quite like it there, but I think I don't want it going over the edge. So I need to have it kind of there and then probably just cut it to start with and then tear it up a little bit. All the bits of thread out. I love playing with this stuff. A lot of fun. So I'm really going to just put some glue on that and then hope for the best. Kind of the area that I want it to be in. And then just plonk this on. Bring it up a little bit. I don't get this. I'm just going to leave it there. I think I am. Put the side like that. There we are. Obviously I'm going to have to let that dry a little bit because there's a heap of glue on there. And I feel like I need to put something on there. So maybe I might have a look in the laser cuts after all and find something. I think I can find. It would look cute. Maybe like a flower or something like that would be nice. A butterfly. I don't know if the butterflies were, if they are moths. I do think they are moths. And I do have like a little postage stamp from the 3 of them, I think. 3 the brownie guy. I like wrinkling things up a little bit, not having them perfect and doing things like that. Not that I do things like this very often, as you know. So I already accidentally popped these guys out, all flower and moss. And that, but I don't think I want to use them. I do quite like this guy. See what he looks like on there. That'd be kind of cute. Quite like that. Just feel like there needs to be something that I'm not sure about the stamp though. Maybe something circly. I don't like that. Something. Flower. Maybe like that guy. Looks a bit too perfect. What would you put on? Maybe that flower there. What's we got? Oh, beauty. I mean, I don't want to use him on this, but I feel like I might want to use him somewhere else. Use legs, don't get broken. So delicate, so beautiful, so delicate. I think I'd like to use him somewhere. I see there's a bigger version of him too. Maybe. Where did I see that wrinkly looking flower? There it is. Like a bigger version of that little one I've got. I don't know, it doesn't really make sense to me. Maybe just like that, nothing else. Maybe that's all I need. Or a word? What do you think? Oh, they're simple things too, it's quite nice. Paper dreams. I think that would be quite good. Not necessarily paper dreams, but I think like a little word strip there would be nice. What do I have? Archive, wildflower, botanics, thistle, reverie, melancholic, or melancholy. Specimen, echinacea. Some of these would be good for my album I'm imagining I'm going to make, because we're doing up our gardens. So I think that, I like that, secret pages. I'd like to sort of do an album to show before and after what we do, what we get up to. So I think that this collection and the wildflower one, from the garden, I think that would be a great mix. Just having some of this sort of more rusticy kind of thing and some of the more vibrant stuff as well. I wonder, so on the front of the cover, we have this one here, Petite Story, which is cute. It's to go right like here. I mean, it's supposed to, you can do what you like, so it doesn't really matter, does it? But that's what Janine had, and I just was busy putting this sort of, doing all the inking last night, thinking what would I do. And anyway, my point is, it's up on a little banner thingy, whatever they're called, hot banner. So I wonder if that would look nice here, if I prefer it with that, just that. Let's see. So these things here, I feel like maybe it's going to be a bit too much, too heavy. I've got the little birdie down the bottom anyway. Yeah, I think that's too much. I think. Don't you reckon? Just too heavy. I think I like it with just secret page. Pop those back. So now I'm going to glue these guys on. Oh, I better ink around the edge of this one too. Just inking everything. These are a little bit harder. Obviously this is easy. Go around the edges of that one. Ones like this are a little bit tricky. What I've found is that when I'm doing these, I go around the easy bits, just like a normal kind of way. When it gets to spun like this, I go from the back and sort of squeeze it in a little bit. Seems to work quite nice. If you go from the top, you're probably going to end up with too much ink on there, so you do have to be careful about that. Unless you like it very inky, in which case it doesn't really matter. And it's just going to be most impossible to get in here, but I'm going to wiggle it around a little bit and it will get a little bit of ink on there. And the stem. Better put that away properly or I'll plonk something on top of it, no doubt. So now that needs to go here and that needs to go there, and I will raise that with foam tape and probably those with a little bit of foam tape as well. Foam circle things. Foam circles. I love Uniquely Creative ones. I have these, well, I have all of them, but the circles, they come in 2 different thicknesses. So let me show you what I mean. Circles and strips, I think they're called. Oops. Circles and strips are quite skinny, and they come like that. And then they're just plain circles come with big circles and small circles, and much fatter. And they come on a page, and you've got to pop them out. And the good thing is, I do this all the time. Once I have popped out a whole bunch of them, you can actually just use the leftover bit to pop up big elements, so you're not wasting all that foam tape, which is quite good. So I'm thinking, well, I'm not going to use foam circles for that, am I? Definitely. So for that, I will get out so the squares and strips as well. Those as well at the same time. Squares and strips. Squares and strips. You can see the strips. And the strips come in 2 thicknesses, so fat and skinny. And these are the same thickness as the circles, circle page, square page. And then these are, I don't know if you can even tell, but that's the back one here, that's just the circles on there. Circles and strips, which is the thinner one. So I'm going to use the skinnier circle dots behind these, because I don't want them raised up as much. And then I will use the thicker strips underneath this one. And I'll also wriggle this up a little bit more so he's not quite so perfect. And I'll wriggle these a little bit. I like dimension on my pages. And then I'll just grab one of these, plonk them on. And these foam adhesives stick really well. But in saying that, because I'm sticking onto my material-y stuff, my cheesecloth stuff, whatever you call it, oh, he's sticking to my fingers, I will put a bit of glue as well, just to make sure he stays on. Just helps with adhesive. adhering, is that even the word? Adhering to the background. Okay, so you can see I haven't done him flat. Can you see that? He's popped up. Quite dimensional. Cute. And then this guy will go here, and we'll pop him up with some strip tape. Ooh. Getting stuck to everything here. And I won't do the whole length either, so I don't want to do it so that he doesn't pop up on the ends. If that makes sense. And I probably don't need to worry, this one is really sticky. Probably don't need to worry about putting glue on this one. Could do though, but I don't think I will. And you can see I'm not putting foam tape all the way across, just on some bits. And then it pops on here somewhere, like that. Okay, very cute. And then that goes in the front. The amusing thing is, I'm pretty sure I was putting that stuff on so that it would make it stay in there better. Turns out that, you can't see the secret pages though. Doesn't really matter, does it? Oh well, that's okay. And I could pop it over the side, I just don't think that would really go with how I want it to look, so I'll just sit there like that. That's fine. Yeah, so I was using the cheesecloth to sort of add a bit of dimension so it wouldn't pop in and out, but actually it doesn't matter because it doesn't pop in and out now. Right, what else have I got left to do? I've got my crazy little flippy flop thing there, slidey in and out thing. I guess you probably would need space for stuff, right? Photos and things. But this could do with something. And we have these other little cuties, cute little slide frames. I might just have a couple of them on here, like that. I might need to do something though, right? Decorate it. What am I going to do? What will I do? I'm probably going to have to put a bit of white cardstock behind that, or something, cream, maybe, cream, because my brain can't think that's a photo place until I've got like somewhere or something showing that it's going to be a photo spot. I'm going to grab my scraps. I'll probably use slightly creamy colour. I'm sure I must have some teeny little scraps here. I don't know if those are cream or white. They'll do, I think. It'll have to be cream because you see I'll be putting photos over anyway. So, how would I do this? I want to make it so that I can still add stuff to them, like add teeny weeny little photos or whatever. So, I think I'll probably just cut it out to the right size and stick it only on the bottom of the frame, and so then it'll be kind of loose. Oh my gosh, it's crooked. Next one. And I'm just going to use sellotape for this, or double sellotape. Put right down the bottom. And then, in theory, I can fix it up. Once I've got my photos, I can fix it up and stick it down properly. I'll trim that a little bit. Didn't do a very good job there. So something like that. And the other little guy. That way maybe. Got that really crooked. Stick that one on. Turn down the bottom. What else can I put on this page? I can need something else on here. I don't know what. Maybe some words. This is my warm white. I have my favourite cardstock is the Colour Vibes Classic Stories in warm white. I just like it better than the white. See, I've managed to make a little bit of a tear in there. Maybe I can just stick a word over top of it. No. So something like that, I reckon. So I can stick these down and they can go flat to the page. And I need to find a little something to decorate. And so the idea is that the cardstock will still be there, but it'll be flapping. I can slide a photo in. Still. There we go. That's cute. Very cute, aren't they? I think about little slide things. It just is cute. What do I need on there, people? I feel like maybe I've got my little birdie on. Kind of cute there. Don't know. Got some little circle things too, which might be cute. Not that one. Let's ink this one up. I think this might be a goer. Don't know what else. I might have gone a bit overboard with the ink there, but never mind. I like that. And what word could I use? Don't really want to use my paper dreams. Might use that. I thought I used that. No, secret pages. Paper dreams. No, I don't want number one. What am I doing? Where did my little circle go? Where did it go? Oh no. I literally have no idea where I put that. I had it 2 seconds ago. It's not that one. Oh no. I like that little one too. Well, maybe I'll just have to use this guy. I suppose when I go back through my video I'll be like, oh, there it is. Maybe I fell behind? No, nothing. Weird. Gone. And I need to ink up paper dreams as well. And I might use a teeny weeny bit of this behind it. And I might even use one of these guys as well. So something like layering up that there, then that at the top, and then where? Maybe I don't want to use that there because I think it's cute like that, but I don't know that it's going to really fit on the page. So maybe it's going to be okay, fits all over me. Might have to be on a different page, I think, guys, because I like that. Oh, better ink up the edge of that thing too. I do like inking and distressing stuff. I used to be absolutely paranoid about cutting things crooked and stuff like that when I first started scrapbooking. And then I discovered distressing and was like, this is so much easier. I don't feel quite so anxious about wrecking stuff and making a disaster. Wasting a piece of paper, oh no, how terrible that would be. Not like I don't have enough now, that is for sure. When you start, you do though, right? You worry about wasting stuff, making mistakes, and yeah, I don't really worry about that anymore because I certainly have enough in my stash to last a lifetime. If I ruin a piece of paper, I'm sure to have something that will work. There we go. That looks pretty cute. I feel like that's pretty wobbly though, so I might just add a bit more glue here and stick it underneath something heavy, which I don't really have sitting on my desk right this minute. Maybe that will do, hopefully. Enough. So that's going to have to go somewhere else, maybe on there. That might be cute. And we still have this little circle thing. That can still go there. Could just pop them in. And what? Maybe a little bit of my favourite little stuff behind that. A little bit behind there. Oh my god. My headset just gave me a heart attack. I think it's running out of juice. Crikey. So easily startled these days. It's kind of embarrassing. I think that might be quite cute. Just something like that. And I'm just going to like plonk it on. Hope for the best. Not worry too much about gluing the rest of it. That looks cute. Doesn't it? It's going quite well here. I'm quite impressed with myself considering this is the first time I've ever really done anything like this. Still like this. I mean, it's weird, but, you know, who cares? Might add a word to that yet. Maybe keepsake or something like that. Like I say, I don't really want to use the thistle. I think that's just great for my garden. Wildflower is gardeny. Treasured archive, keepsake. I mean, there is a whole bunch of words. Surely I can put something. Echinacea can go on my garden thing. Botanic, obviously, on my garden thing. Reverie, for some reason, reminds me of Paul Reverie, and silver. Why? I don't know. And is this like my imagination that's an American thing? I don't know. I have to Google after I've been on here. Memento, quite like that. Nostalgia and specimen can go on my garden thing. And we have herbarium. That can definitely go on my garden thing. So those are all my little gardening bits. I'm not using those. No ways. So yeah, words. Or a stamp. No, that's just weird. Don't know that. Oh, birdie. But then he'll get crunched, so no. A word, but nothing else, I think. Memento, I think, is probably my favourite. For that one, don't really know about melancholy. I do like it. I mean, you know, everyone gets a bit melancholy every now and then, but not for this little junk journal. I think like that. Or do I want them on the side? Memento. I think I like them on that side, actually. They're like some of those little postage stamps and some butterflies and a leaf, and I think that would look nice there. So, and I'm not going to foam him up. I'm just going to plonk him on straight onto there. And just a little bit over the edge. There we go. That looks pretty cute. Slide him in. It's very messy. I like that though. Oh, and you can't see the words, but never mind. Oh, we'll put them. There we go. It's cute. I love this. I never thought I'd have so much fun doing this. I like this. This little circle bit. Slides and the fluffy stuff behind it. Now this page, what are we going to do? I kind of feel like the birdie would be quite cute on here. Don't you think? But does he just sit there and do nothing? Or do we need something for him to sit on? I feel like it would be weird if he... Oh, I forgot about the tabs. I've got tabs put on these pages as well. I should remember to put them on. Maybe I'll do them now before I forget and end up with no space. I've got 4 tabs here, but I only need more than 4. Roll. Okay, let's take Birdie out for a sec. Now we need to put these on there and there and how am I going to put it on here? It's not going to work, is it? Where is it? Here and here and here. Now, this is awkward. Turn it around. We've got 4 tabs, but 5 pages. I'm probably going to have to hunt and find another one. And clearly 4 tabs ago up my page. Let's see, this is where I'm not good at this kind of thing. You probably think I'm crazy the way I'm doing it. 1.5. Is it 5 pages really? 1, oh my god, I can't even count. But do I need one on the front page? Not really. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Probably don't need one on the back either. Do I? Don't know. Maybe. I don't need one on the front page, do I? What would you do? Do you have one on the front? That first page? Just don't know that it's needed. I now have to just guess, aren't I? Okay, right. I'm going to start with a brownie guy. And I don't know. Yeah, see, I just feel like that's weird. So I'm going to go with the first page. I think I might use tape because why? Don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I'll use glue. But I can wriggle them around a bit. Add that to the front and the back. Oh, come on, what's on the other side there? Got my frames. Yes, so I need to go underneath that. There we go. Okay, so that's 1. Might take me a while to get through this one. 2. Oh no, see, I'm not being very smart because I think I decided I needed 5. If I go here, does it matter? Not really. 2. And I think we're going to go back to the brownier one. I think that at some point we have a bit of a tricky page here, this one here, because I've got that pocket on there. So you have to put them on. And you won't be quite so flat as the other guys. Oh, you should be over a bit more. I'm like, oh, over a bit more that way. There we go. 1, 2, 3. So I should probably have popped that one on before I did the pocket. Ah, well, never mind. And then this one goes on here. Yeah, there-ish, I guess. And the last one hopefully is even enough. It doesn't look weird. Because I don't think I've done them particularly even for having 5 tabs, but oh well. I did not do that even at all. I have to adjust because I don't like that much. Or I just don't put one on the last page because I've got a pocket there too, so it looks silly. Yeah, I did a bad job, didn't I? Look at that. I don't like that. I can take that one off. I don't think I can live with that. The last one will just have no tab, but that's okay. Right, so reject that last one. I don't think it really matters because it's kind of like the last page anyway. Plus, really, do you really need a tab? Just for cuteness, look, right? Okay, so we've got that page done. Now we're doing this one. And I said we'd put maybe the birdie on there. But then I was like, I've got to put the tabs on, put the birdie on there, and we need him. We need something for him, I reckon. Unless I have a little word strip and he sits on top of that. Might be quite cute. Especially, would we better put one of them on? No, it'd be way too big. Way too big. It's a cut in half. Don't really like that anyway, so no. Right, we need to ink the birdie and we need to ink the little word. What I might do is I might actually foam tape the keepsake word up and then it will look like the bird can sit on them. Possibly might look strange, but it's okay. I don't think it will. And he's got very, very delicate little leggies. I don't want to break him off. Ooh, that's lucky. Oh no, and again. Oh dear. They're so beautiful, aren't they? But they're just so delicate. Right, so we need a bit of foam tape for that. Let's go back to our fat foam tape again. A little bit of that. And I'm going to sort of squishy this guy up again. Did with the other one, just to give it a bit of dimension. A bit more not so perfect looking. I like it when they don't look perfect. Put it on. I'm going to think about it. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the bird on and then think where would that sit. So if he's sitting like that, it would need to be like there. Right, there we go. And I will put him on with those flat foam adhesives. So he's popped up, but not super duper popped up. And, his little legs. I probably will glue his little legs on. You can see I'm not going to be able to fit another foam tape on there, so I'm just going to cut one in half. Use that. Just to make sure there is protection behind his little head. There we go. And I could do that on his tail too, but I don't think we need to. And I'm going to have to do something about these little legs because I'm scared they're going to break. Don't really want heaps of glue. I might do that with the tail too, just to protect it a little bit. And on he goes. Oh, he's so cute. Yeah, isn't that cute? Cool, so that's that page done. Now we have this one. Well, I actually feel like I don't want to do a lot on this one because I love that. Don't want to detract from it. But I could do like a flower over here. That would be pretty good. No, I wish I hadn't used that one already because that would look quite cool. Like no bigger, more bigger. What a big thing. Could almost use that tall guy here. But I just was imagining something that kind of went floating over. But then those are pretty straight up and down, so maybe a straight up and down would look quite good. I do like that one too. No, see, I got to take that one out. The only trouble is you take these out and then, oh no. Kind of have to use them at some point very soon, otherwise you might break them. It's a bit terrifying. Testing and then deciding you don't want to. Quite like those ones too. So, it's not really imagining what I thought on my mind. I mean, it's not really becoming what I thought on my mind. We could mimic over the side. I feel like if I'm going to do that, I probably need another straightish one and maybe a little bit shorter. Because I think he's too same, and I don't know, not quite right. Just not quite right, is he? Don't know why these are he's. Oh, what about, it's exactly the same. Because what about this one? Oh, it's pretty much the exact same thing, but smaller. So, no. Do like this one, but I just wonder if it's too wiggly wobbly, too rusticy, wiggly wobbly compared to the. Well, they are kind of the same actually. It'd be kind of cute. And I just would put them flat down. So it'd be nice when you have I don't have the rub-ons because I obviously don't have anything other than what I got in the kit since I haven't ordered this yet. But rub-ons would be good on here, wouldn't they? Rub-ons would be perfect because I really would want these just dead flat. That seems a bit of a shame, maybe. I don't know. Or could I do something to make it into a pocket on here? So that it's kind of like goes across the page here. Do you have another one of these? Just don't really want to use that colour. It's too blue. I've got this. But it's the wrong way. Right? No, it's the right way. That's the wrong way. That's the right way. So if I did that on here, these bits here we could cut out too. That would be good for the garden thing, wouldn't it? I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I like the colour on there. But I could do that. Pocket and have those two flowers on there. And maybe once I ink around the edges, it will kind of tone in a bit more. I quite like that. I might do that. And I'm going to glue these dead flat, I think. Or am I going to pop them up? Ooh, I don't know. Anyway, let's just I left my glue bottle. Here we go. What was I saying? First. I don't think I did it on the right place. Once I ink this, I think it will tone in a bit better. Page. It's just that I haven't used a lot of the blues in this because I just really wanted to go with the browns because I just think they're, I don't know, something about them, just lovely. And I love the blue and the brown together too, but just for this, no, I don't want to do too much blue. Now, yeah, see that tones in a bit better. What am I going to do? Am I going to raise them up a little bit? I just think that is probably asking for trouble. When I did that with a bird, he's raised up. So, there you go. Right, glue him on. Get our flowers into place. Much easier to probably do this the tabs first, and to be honest, probably easier to actually do your pages before you stick them in. Before you put them into the book like I'm doing. Oh well. And then we can even add a tag in there too. That'd be cool. I just really want to stick that down for some reason, but I won't. I don't want to stay in that place. I might have a little bit of glue. I just want them to be well adhered on the edge there. Right. Sticky fingers. So the thing that's different about the bird versus these, like I did glue the little feet down on that one. Got a very long stem to be like that and then popped up. Because there's no way I want to leave that dangling down. Do you know what I mean? Like it would be way too. And I could glue the bottom and pop up the top. Be cute. Hey, maybe I will. So what I might do is glue the little leg down at the bottom and pop up the top, and then hopefully it'll be okay. And same with this one. Glue the bottom, pop up the top, and I will just use the very thin foam tape for that as well. I think I did that for the birdie too, didn't I? Yeah, because it just means that it's not so far popped out from the page. Whereas if it's the fat stuff, it's way more dimensional and way more likely to get damaged. So let's do that. And it's almost impossible to ink some parts of this, and I'm probably going to just be very gentle on the stem and almost just dab and hope that the bits that get covered, and bits that don't. Not a big deal. I'm going to end up with grubby fingers after this. What's new? And this one is obviously going to be even more tricky because it's more wiggly. Just do the best I can around the edges. Such a crazy looking little guy. Cute. Okay, that I have to do, I think. So put the lid back on. Look, I left my glue bottle lid off again. Put that on. Very naughty of me. Right. Get my foam adhesive, and I think I can fit around one at the top. Pushing that, I think. I might just use a half guy there. So I've got like Just a bit of foam tape on that. And this one's going to be even more tricky. And I'm probably going to have to foam tape the leaves. So I might need to cut a couple of these in half. Maybe even smaller than a half, actually. I think I'm probably pushing it on here. That one's okay. I don't even think that would fit on the top, but I have to cut into quarters. I really like this foam tape. I used to use the ones on rolls, but I find it, I just prefer this. I think because there's different thicknesses and types all in one packet, it's just great. I'm just going to have to pop little bits on like that, I think. I'll put this guy on first. Don't want to thing around his leaf. There. I'm not too worried if he goes over the edge of my page. I don't think about that. I don't want to go like there, I think. Maybe I don't want to put a foam on. Right, go back. And I do want to glue the leg, the stem, I should say. The flower too, I believe, would like to add a bit of glue too. Just down the bottom, all the way along, because otherwise it will get squished. Put him on there. That's cute. And the other one. Just taking the foam tape off. Don't think you can see me do that, but it's not very exciting. And oh god, it's sticking to my hand. A little bit down the bottom. And I want it to overlap just a squidgen. There we go. Cute. And I think I need a word going across those. I like the way it kind of mimics the other side of the page with the two, I don't know what they are. More like foliage rather than flowers. But one might be a flower, one a little bit of stem. I like the mimicking of it. And I think I'm going to put treasure on because I think that would be cute. Just like that. Go down there. I kind of like it up there for some reason. Don't know why. Right, ink. And then I need to think about how I'm going to pop them on. I'll probably put a little bit of foam tape just in the middle. Otherwise it's going to be weird and go over top of the whoops, upside down. What am I doing? Go over top of the flowers and it will go bendy uppy or bendy downy, if that makes sense. Don't want that. Oh, oopsie daisy. So I just want it in the middle, kind of more middle left. And what one do I want? Skinny or fat? I think I just want a teeny weeny bit of fat stuff. And I'll slot it in. And wherever it may go is where my words are going to go. Don't think I will want any on the other side because I think it will just rest on the leaf. Like that. Nope, over a little bit. There we go. Like that. Oh, maybe I do want something over there. Might actually just glue him to the leaf. There we go. Oh, it looks like that. Yep. Super cute, isn't it? Isn't it funny how sometimes you look at stuff and think, I just don't get it. And then when you use it, you're like, oh, I just totally do get it. Or you see something and it just really catches your eye. Like I say, I saw this gorgeous layout with blue ink in the background. It was just, man, it made all the blue in the collection just really pop. Just gorgeous. Now, I just realised, I wonder if I should be using a little bit of this stuff on all my pages just to tie them together. I might just add a little bit here. Literally just going to cut it and probably squash it under. Now I can use my pick to do that. Get the right thing. Because I got my pick, I can kind of like squish it under my bready. If that's what I'm going to do. I don't want to lift anything up because I've already glued it down. It's really not going to work, is it? What else can I do? I really want to use it, but just at the bottom. Here we go. Just need to think a little bit more like that. And then pull it up through the bottom. It looks a bit like a nest. That's cute. I like that. I will have to glue it in though. So let's get my glue. Try and pop a little bit of glue in there. In the little spots. Doesn't have to be a lot. Okay. That's cute. I like that. And I probably should have stuck it behind the treasured one there. I'm wondering if I can carefully take that up. Yep, I can. Not that carefully because I broke the leaf, but hey. And then grab this and get a little bit. Doesn't even need to be much. So, like, I'm not hardly using any of it. Imagine it goes a long way. I'm not sure if I like that. Oh no, stuck it on. Oh well, guess it's going there. I do like that. Just need to move that over a bit. And I'm going to have to fidget around with it, I think, because I'm not super loving it. I'm not hating it, but I'm not loving it. You know what I mean? Chop that, I think. Oh no, pulled the whole lot out. This is amusing. I need a little bit. Oh my gosh, sticking to my fingers. Ah, hilarious. Right, a little bit. And then what I might do is might just put some glue on. Link it on. Squish it up a bit. I might have to glue this one. Put it on. There we go. I kind of liked it better without it. I'm not going to lie. But hey, I kind of just, I want to tie it together. I don't mind it. Don't love it. I don't hate it. I liked it better without, but that's okay. I like that with it. Bird. Okay, so we have this page and then, oh no, stuck to a page. That one to do. Oh, I might like to put, is that little pocket, a tag in here. I haven't got any other ones linked up, so I think I like that one. I like that one too with the flowers on it. It's nice. It's got a nice other side too. See? Maybe that one. I think that's probably my favourite. Pop that out. Have to put some twine in, ink the edges, and then that'll be good to go. I am, for these, for tags and stuff that have, you know, you can open it up and or pull it out and then see both sides. I'm going and inking both ways, both directions. Just to be fussy. Obviously you don't have to do that. I just like it. Right, so we need a bit of twine. Pop in here. That's one a bit shorter. I feel like the others are quite long. Might go back and cut them. And which side do I want up? I think that side. Like the other side, but I think this side maybe is the way I want. My hands are getting like very brown. My fingernails are getting brown. Here we go. I feel like it's a little bit long, some of these twines, but also not. I don't know. Can't tell. Right, so we've got that one, and it has 2 tags in it and nothing else. I would quite like to use these little stamp things, but just haven't worked out how, unless I just do something like that. Raise them up a bit, pop them up. I think I kind of like that. Or do I just like one stamp on there? I like just one stamp on that, to be honest. I don't know. Don't know if I like it with the blue background that much. I think I'd need to do something. And I don't know what that do something would be. There was that scrap of paper I had that I could do something with. Like I could fussy cut that and then stick it in, but then I'm still having the problem with the blue, right, that I don't love on there. Could add that. I could put a tag in. I mean, I like the blue, don't get me wrong, I just don't, it just doesn't really feel like it's quite right with my book. I don't know what to do, really. I mean, I could add another pocket, but I don't really want to add another pocket in. I could cut out some of these things. Cut that out. I don't know what to do though. What would be my plan here? Or I could cut that out. Might cut that thing out and see what I think. Ooh. Let's just make sure we put that lid on before we get ink everywhere. I mean, there's already ink everywhere all over me, but hey. I'm just going to get a little bit close to that frame. I like how they come, like the backing sheets come with things that you can fussy cut out. It's very cool. Just drop my phone folder on the ground, that thing mud. Just a little something else you can add to your pages. Making a real mess. I don't know. I feel like I don't want to do this too squiggly because everything else is like that. So I think I'm just going to actually cut that with my trimmer. And then at the edges. Looks a bit like a bit of paper, maybe. Probably wrecking the look by cutting it out with my trimmer. Oh well. Never mind. And if I ink the edges of that one, stuck them on here and then put my stamps on. Still don't like the brown background, the blue background. What do I do about that? Is it the stamps? Are they not quite right? I mean, I don't think I did a very good job of inking them. Are they just not looking the part? Something else I could use? Oh, wait, these are all round circles. A lasting memory. Oh, quite like that. Where's I put that? Don't know, guys. What to do? I mean, I've got to remember that maybe I'm going to put photos in here, so I suppose if I thought about that, it could be a photo page. Maybe I could put a bit of paper in to make my brain think that it's, you know, I've read that. It's probably like a 3x4. And then have that lasting memory. There. And then we could use one of those stamps over here, which I quite liked. A little bit of stuff around it, behind it. I have to do a double there. crazy, eh? Maybe not. Yep, I like that. I'll put a bit of glob of glue underneath and hope that it gets rid of the stamp. I'm putting it on straight, which I wasn't planning on, but I quite like it like that. Hope that stays. So then if I've got a photo on here, what if I just like put that there? Shame I didn't like do this earlier before I put my tab on. And didn't actually stick it down. Then I could slide a photo in and out of there. Maybe I quite like that. So what I need to do is just add a bit of adhesive to there. Put my little round circle thing on. So it looks kind of straight. I want it to be just on the edge of the page. And then I can slide a photo in and out. There we go. That's cute. I like that. I do quite like this one too. So maybe I need to find a spot for it. I don't know if you can see that. I like that though. Maybe I could just ink my edges so it makes sense to me. I don't know what it is. I always need to have a space. I find it really hard to imagine what's going to be there until I have something there. Oh, that went a bit inky, but never mind. Which I know is silly, but yeah. I need that placeholder to make it make sense for me. There we go. Kind of squish underneath. Looks like my things are falling out a little bit, which is not a surprise. Yeah, I quite like that. I mean, I could have just popped that in too, but maybe I do just pop that in as well. Maybe just ink that up as well. The only thing is it's not very good on the background, is it? Do I want to do that, or do I want to align it with something to the back of it? Like I could back it, or I could just use it for a photo, I suppose. I quite like that in there. I'll just pop it in for now. It's not like I have my photos ready to go in, so if I'm even going to use it for photos, which I don't have to, I suppose. But I would quite like to. I think that'd be quite nice to have it as my little mini CAD album. Like I say, not that I have many photos, but hey. I definitely don't want melancholy, but I do feel like I need a little word. I mean, I have a lasting memory, so no, I don't need another word. What am I talking about? Oh, squished him down a bit much. Now, they're really wobbly in there. That's why I quite like the idea of having that side there stuck down. So I might just carefully add a little line of glue and not squish it down too hard so that it stays but it doesn't glue too far over. Let's try and find my lid. Still need to be able to get that tag in and out. Making a bit of a mess on my desk at the moment. Right. Okay. So it's glued down. We've still got this cute little butterfly circle thing that I really would quite like to use. I'm just not quite sure where. Yeah, nope. There, nope. Could go there. That might be quite cute. We do have our back, I suppose, but I don't really know that I want to do much on here. I love that. I'm not putting anything on that page. Just love those stamps. Oh, I forgot about my sticker things. My washi stickers. I don't use them at all. These ones. Don't know, that one thing, or no, two things I got out of my stash, wasn't it? I just don't really think I need them. To be honest. Still have this to put on the front. Petite Story, which I think is pretty good. I think that's accurate. It's Petite Story. And I might just use foam dots for that. Just add a little dimension to the front. I feel like. if I'm supposed to do something to the front to make it so it's stuck down, and I haven't. Let me just double check. What's the instructions for? Oh, I'm supposed to put a circle on. Oh, perfect. I can put the circle on. Big butterfly thing. And then tea story. Could I do that? The instructions have it so that you have a tea story down here, and there's a circle thing. It's not this big, huge butterfly one, but he's awfully fat. Yep. Maybe I just need to have a thing that goes around it all. Like a belly band. I don't think I've got anything that would be that long to make it up, wouldn't I? And I don't know if it would work with all this twiny stuff. Looks like crazy, doesn't it? I'm not totally in love with it. I don't totally hate it. Anyway, right. So I can do a thing here and stick that down halfway, and then that flips into it. That's how it does it. If I raise it up with a foam dot, hopefully it'll be a bit easier. I just don't know where would I put my petite strokes. I don't think. And the one that Janine did, it's like a little circle. I quite like this big circle. Though maybe that's why it's not quite so easy as I imagined to undo it. Maybe a smaller circle would be better. Do you know what I mean? Like tucking in. If I have this small guy, I don't know, I don't think it makes much difference. I think I've just jammed too much in it. I think we'll just use this. So one of these would be kind of cute too, right? Like a little postage stamp. Well, I quite like that. Do I like that more? I quite like that. Maybe because I've still got this. Where am I going to put that? I don't really like it on here with that, with the big thing. Like it's probably okay with a small thing, but I actually don't know what to do. Don't know what to do. I mean, I could go in here and got secret pages, so I don't really need another word. Tea story. Could have that down the bottom or over here. I think I've done quite a cute little job here, to be honest with you. Maybe down here or up here, down there, up here. But that would be strange. Why would you do that? I just don't want to take up any of that because I think it's so cute. It was somewhere that I quite liked it. Where was it? I could do it there, over top of my stamp. Don't like that either. Treasured keepsake. Maybe on here. Maybe just down here. I think that is my favourite place actually. I should be using my wheel wipes to clean my hands, but I don't think it really matters if I'm just doing grubby stuff. I think it looks quite cute on there. I love the daisies in this. Right, back we go, back we go. And I still have this thing that I want to use, but they're way up. I could just stick them on in a circle. Or I could just use them on the front. Or I could use one of these. Oh God, it doesn't want to stay still stuck. Shut. Doesn't want to stay shut. Just quite like the stamp on the front because it feels like it's a little envelope of goodies. But I think no matter what, I feel like it's just probably too fat. I think I've jammed too much in. I really do. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I kind of think that it looks really cute with a little stamp on it. I'm just trying to think of another way that I could close it. So I could have that stuck to this side and then have it slotting into something. See, just being silly now. I had like a cut a slot in it, but then if I did that, it's going to don't know. Just really like the stamp on there. Maybe just give it a whirl. Give it a whirl and see what happens. So my brain needs to think now. I need to do half of it, and I think that 2 of those little squares will be right size. So up that way, and on this side. There we go. Sometimes I need to go through things many times to work it out of my head what way I'm doing things. Yeah. Put that down. I suppose it needs to be in the middle to make sense. About there. There we go. And it does require a bit of squishing to put it in, but it works. It works. There we go. I think I'm done. I don't think I need to add any more. I don't think I can add any more. So let's just do a little flick through, eh? Right, close it up. Pretend I'm doing it from the beginning. Maybe I should clear down my desk and then I'll do a flick through. That's the cover. And that's the opening. So it flips in and goes clicking into the stamp that I stuck on. So I stuck it on the foam tape. That's pretty cool. Do a flip through of what we did. Made a little tag and stuck some gauze, cheesecloth, whatever it's called, behind it, and a little bit of that one's from the laser cuts and a die cut on there, and added that pocket in there. Nothing on that one. And on this one is where we did the crazy little, don't know what you call it. That was fun. Crazy. So it's two-sided. It stays in there nicely. Like that. And that's just a plain one. On the next page we've got the 2 slides. So I'll be able to put photos into those. Again, a little bit of cheesecloth behind there. And petite story. Next page, nothing on that one, and just a little pocket here. I haven't got anything to put in it. Don't suppose it matters. I have to find something. And put a little laser cut bird on and the keepsake word. And the next page is another pocket and another tag in there. And 2 laser cuts and treasured word. And then the next page I've done a slidey out thing where you can pop a photo, yeah, and pocket on this side with 2 tags in there, and again a little die cut as a stamp again, same as one on the front but different style, and a bit of cheesecloth. And then the back I just added that strip in. Didn't really want to do anything on here because I really like this and I think it would be quite nice for a photo or just some journaling. So that is my little junk journal, first ever junk journal. Pretty happy with that. I think it looks cute. Like it's a little envelope. And my amazing bookbinding skills, right? Could be better, could be worse. I think that looks quite cute. Right, I really enjoyed doing that, and I hope that for those that have never tried junk journaling, it might give you an idea of, you know, you don't actually have to know what you're doing. You just need to give it a crack and see how you go. And thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. See ya.